Hello BookTube, hello friends, welcome to Lizzie Faye Loves Books. I'm Elizabeth, and this is going to be my April TBR, or at least a portion of it. This will not be a comprehensive video of everything I plan to read in April because I'm not going to edit this video. I need to just get this up quickly, and so I'm filming on my old phone, and you guys know I don't know how to edit from my phone, but anyway, I just got through filming my March wrap-up, and that's going to be a bear to edit. So you're not going to see that for a few days, probably. In a nutshell, I finished 35 books, most of which were mysteries, a few were not. And I did a wrap-up at the end of each week, and I only finished 5 more books since that week 4 wrap-up. 2 J. Jance books, 1 more Cat Who, 1 more Coffee House, and a Hardy Boys. So, in a nutshell, that's what I read for the month of March, but I have filmed a longer video. So let me move on into April. I have 3 main reading goals for April, and they are to finish reading 6 or 8 of the mystery books that I did not get read during the month of March. 5 of those are on audio. I will get those done. 3 of them are print, and I started one of those today. So the other 2 I'll get done this year, hopefully this month, but I want to get back into some of the other adult books that are not middle grade books, because you guys know in May I'll be participating in middle grade May, and I'll want to focus mostly on middle grade books during the month of May. And so for this month, I just want to... That's Emily over here. She's rolling up some paper. She likes to do that. So anyway, if you hear paper crinkling, that's Emily over here. So anyway, my main goal are to finish up some of the mystery books that I wanted to read in March. Then I want to get back to reading some books for my lists of things. I did do some of that in March at the beginning of the month, but I want to do more of that in April. And also those books are going to apply to my 20 by 20 challenge, which I really want to work hard on getting done as much as I can each month for the rest of the year. And then near the end of the month, Sarah and I are going to be hosting again Amish in April. It's a week-long readathon where we read Amish-themed books. So I'm not going to show you my entire TBR for that because I haven't planned it completely, but I know a few of them, so I'll show you just a sampling of what I have so far. So the mystery books that I did not get to finish during March Mystery Madness, and actually I have already finished one book, and it wasn't a mystery or on my 20 by 20 challenge, but it was a book for book club, and I don't even know what month that this book is coming up, but I just canceled my Audible subscription. Not my Audible Escape, but the regular where you get, like, for $15 you get a credit each month. And I wanted to exchange some books that I'm not ever going to listen to again. And this one particular book, I couldn't find it on any other places, and it's coming up for book club later in the year, and I thought, ugh, I better just go ahead and listen to it and see if it's any good, you know, whatever. So I listened to it yesterday, the whole thing, and it is called The Secrets We Kept by Lara Prescott. I don't have a way to show you a picture of it or anything, but when I do my wrap-up at the end of the month, I'll show you a picture. I didn't like it. It was a book about... not really World War II. It's after World War II, from the 1950s. And would that be Cold War? Where it's centered around the author of Dr. Zhivago and some secretaries who are trying to, they're working undercover as spies, and some chapters are from the East and some are from the West, and we meet these women who are spies, and I don't know, I just didn't care for the book. I'll talk more about it later. But anyway, so I exchanged it. I listened to it for book club, and then I exchanged it for something I really did want that I want to keep. And then I canceled my Audible membership. So I still have all my books that I bought. And I might do a haul video of what I have on Audible now, what I've bought in the last few months from Audible. If you're interested in that, let me know. But anyway, so then I finished that, and then today I started on the 3 of the books that I had wanted to read for March Mystery Madness. I still had one Cat Who book that I didn't get done for March Mystery Madness, and that is the last one, book 29, The Cat Who Had 60 Whiskers, and I'm half done with that. It's very short. I listened to it in the car. I had to take Emily to occupational therapy this morning, and it's a half an hour away. So I listened to half of it there and back, plus we had a little bit more, we had a couple of other errands we had to run, so I was in the car long enough to listen to half of that. And then I had started this yesterday after I finished the Secrets We Kept, and I didn't get it done, but I'm listening to it also today. This is Shot in the Dark by Cleo Coyle, book 17 in the Coffee House Mysteries. So this one, again, I wanted to get it done during March. I didn't get it done, and there's one more Coffee House book after this, and as far as I know, they're still writing it. So at some point, I will pick up the number 18. Is it number? Yeah, because this is number 17. I'll pick up and try to stay up with whatever else that they write for that. And then in print, I started Homespun Holiday by Kristen Eckhart, book 5 in the Patchwork mystery series about a quilt restorer. It's not by Kristen Eckhart, I'm sorry. This is by Kellyanne Riley. And Kristen Eckhart does write some from this series, and she did write a book that I read during March, The Secrets of Mary's Bookshop, the first one in that series. So she does do a lot of writing for Guidepost, but several of the series are written by different authors, various authors, so I get mixed up about who wrote what. So anyway, Kellyanne Riley wrote Homespun Holiday, and then I have not yet started Coconut Layer Cake Murder by Joanne Fluke. I got this on audio in the mail on CD from the library right after the library closed, and I didn't get a chance to squeeze it in. So I ended up, it was one that I really wanted to get done again for March, but I ended up listening to some other stuff, and I just didn't have time. Same goes for this one, The Silent Patient. I got this in the mail, I think, on the same day as I got the other one. This is a play away by, the book Silent Patient is by Alex, is it Michaelides? And Lara from Andre Triplets 04 hosted this as a read-along for March Mystery Madness, and I told her if I could get it, I would listen to it. So I am going to listen to this one. And then also the second book in the County Cork Mysteries by Sheila Connolly. This is set in Ireland. So I wanted to get this done in March. Didn't get it done. It is called Scandal in Skybirine. And I might go ahead and listen to the rest of this series pretty soon. They're all on Hoopla, on audio. And then two others that I was going to read in print, and these are the ones that I'll just, read as I have time. Death Threads by Elizabeth Lynn Casey, and The Long Quiche Goodbye by Avery Ames. So Death Threads is the second book in the Southern Sewing Circle Mysteries. I read the first one a couple years ago, really liked it. And then The Long Quiche Goodbye is the first book in the Cheese Shop Mysteries. So this one is from the library, but I have one more from the series later, like later in the series, and I just don't know if I want to collect them or not. So I checked this out from the library. It's from my TBR jar of fiction, just to see if it's a series that I want to pursue, and if it's not, then I can get rid of the one that I have that's on my shelf. And then another mystery that wasn't on my March Mystery Madness TBR, but my husband had this checked out. And since our library stuff is not due now until like the 1st of June, I said, let me go ahead and read that while you've got it checked out. I think I can find it on audio. I think they're on Scribd. But this is Death Without Company by Craig Johnson. It's book 2 in the Longmire series. So we both read the first book, maybe in February. And so he went on and read the second one and said he enjoyed it. So I will read that or listen to it. And then this was kind of on the back burner of my March Mystery Madness TBR, although it's not a mystery. Some people like to read Miss Julia from March Mystery Madness, and I usually tell them I don't really think it's a mystery, but, who am I? I'm no March Mystery Madness police. Miss Julia is definitely an awesome series, and I have not... Uh-oh. My box just broke that I had some books in, so sorry about that noise. Anyway, Miss Julia is one of my all-time favorite series, and our library just quit getting them on audio, so I kind of stalled out on reading them because I couldn't seem to make myself sit down with one, although I love them. And then I discovered, now that I have a Scribd membership, that they're on Scribd, on audio. So Miss Julia's Marvelous Makeover is the next one on my list that I need to read, and I hope to get that one read or listened to in the month of April. Then, a few things that are on my list, like to get back to my list of things. One that I have managed to keep up with so far this year is the series of unfortunate events, to read one of these each month. So I am up to book 5, The Austere Academy, and I'm looking forward to that. Then I'm going to try to get back to reading at least one Grace Livingston Hill book each month. And I am ready to read A Girl to Come Home To, which I have in this bind up. So it's just this much right here. That's the next one that I want to read. Also, for my TBR jar that I drew out, I don't even know how many months ago, from my nonfiction TBR jar, one of the books that I drew out the last time, I think I have still 2 or 3 books left from that draw. The one I think I want to read this month is called The Sewing Room. It is by Reverend Barbara Cawthorne Crafton. It says Uncommon Reflections on Life, Love, and Work. So that looks good. And then a few other series. These are all things that were from my Stackmas tree that I didn't get done. So any of these that I can get read in April is a bonus. Over the Gate by Miss Reed. Life Goes On by Philip Gulley. And A New Leaf by Thomas Kincaid and Catherine Spencer. I don't anticipate getting all of these read, but they're definitely, I'm putting them on the stack, and whatever I can get read, like I said, it'll be a bonus. And then I mentioned the, and 2 others that are series that I've really been wanting to start. One is The Island of Heavenly Days by Laurie Copeland and Virginia Hunt, or Angela Hunt, I'm sorry. And this is the first in a 5-book series. I got these for my sister thinking we would buddy read them, and she got them all read already. And so they're really good. So I'd like to get this series read this year. And also this trilogy by Delia Parr. The first one is A Hearth in Candlewood. I think the whole trilogy is called the Candlewood Trilogy. So those are kind of on the top of the list too. Then I mentioned Amish in April. So one series I definitely know that I want to finish is on the Audible Escape package. I listened to this one already last year by Amy Clipston, The Forgotten Recipe. This is the Heirloom series. I don't own the second book, and I can't even remember the name of it now, but I have books 3 and 4, and so I want to listen to them. The Beloved Hope Chest and The Cherished Quilt. So that's a series that I'd like to finish. Also, I have a couple of Amish books that have been sent to me by from Waterbrook and Multnomah. A Christmas Haven by Cindy Woodsmall. This one I got back before Christmas, and I didn't get it read, but I want to get it read soon. And then there's a new one coming out, which I think it's in there on my shelf, but I'll be talking more about it because it is going to be released, hopefully, if everything's still on schedule, during the readathon. So Sarah and I were talking about possibly doing a group read. If that doesn't work out, if you guys aren't able to get the book, then I'll definitely do a review of it. Hopefully Sarah will be able to get the book. The rep was supposed to hopefully send her one, but with everything that's gone crazy, we haven't been able to get in touch with her, so she may not even be working right now. I don't know. But anyway, if nothing else, I will do a review of it. It's called The English Daughter, and it's by Cindy Woodsmall, and that is an Amish book that's coming out very soon, this month, hopefully, by Waterbrook and Multnomah. Or it's by, which is it? Waterbrook. So Waterbrook has some, and Multnomah has some, and they're all under the same umbrella, but they each kind of have different, maybe one is more nonfiction, I think. I think Waterbrook is more fiction. I'm not absolutely sure on that, but anyway, so that being said, that's the majority of my TBR for the month of April. That's not everything, but that's what I have here at my fingertips to show you. Oh, also a few things that I'm going to listen to on audio. I'm going to be doing a buddy read of These Is My Words by Sarah somebody. Anyway, this is going to be a buddy read with Donna from Paradonna Palimpsest. Nancy E. Turner wrote These Is My Words. I don't know if you can see that. And that is, I think, a trilogy, but we're going to read the first one. Then I said I'm going to finish the Thomas Perry, the series by Thomas Perry, the Jane Whitefield series. The next one is Runner. And then the one after that is called Poison Flower. And the last one, I think, is book 8, A String of Beads. I hope he's not done with this series. It's so good. Then for book club for, I guess, April, for my main library book club, not the mystery book club, we're reading a nonfiction one for April. It's The Radium Girls by Kate Moore. And all these I'm showing you are on Hoopla, and I've got them checked out right now. And one other one I have checked out from Hoopla is a series I really want to get back to by Tanya Kappas. I think Courtney from The Cortagonist, I think they're getting ready to read the first one. At least that's one of their choices for April. It's called Beaches, Bungalows, and Burglaries, something like that, by Tanya Kappas. And I listened to that last year. That was Sarah's read-along for March Mystery Madness. Anyway, the next book, the second book, is Deserts, Driving, and Derelicts. So, if you could see that, let me try to turn my, no, that's not what I need to do. Turn my brightness down, and maybe you can see that. There. They all have these little tiny campers on them, the little teardrop campers. They're so cute. The covers are adorable. So, basically, that series is about a woman who, it's a situation where her husband ended up being a criminal, and so the only thing that he had put in her name that didn't get seized by the government was a campground and a camper, I guess. So she goes to this campground and starts to manage it, and anyway, in the first book, he turns up dead there, but she owns this campground, and so that's the premise of that series. Okay, so that's everything, and then I will, of course, have a draw for oh, that's what I forgot. Let me pause this, and I'm going to go get and draw out for the Audible Escape Challenge. Hold on one second. Well, the bag where I had the rest of the Audible Escape categories that I have not read yet got emptied out, and I don't know where they are. So I will figure it out. I'll find them, or I'll just make some new slips, and I'll draw some out and put them in the description of this video. So if you've been following along with me, it will be in the description of this video before I upload it. So that's it. Hang on, Emily. Hold on. Sorry about that. Emily's right here. Anyway, so she needs my attention. I need to go. That's pretty much a nutshell of a summary of what I'm planning to read for April. Those are my goals. And you'll hear again from us, Sarah and I both, very soon, hopefully, with the exact dates for the Amish in April readathon. Meanwhile, I hope you are staying safe. I do have my March wrap-up that has been filmed, and hopefully I will get that edited soon. Also, a couple of March Mystery Madness videos, one that I filmed, one that I still want to film, mystery-related stuff. Hopefully I'll get that done soon. And I need to film an update of our family game night. We have been having a blast. My family and I have been playing a game each night, a different game each night. And we started out kind of doing it so we could go through our games and see what we could put in the yard sale. But of course the yard sale is postponed. We will still have one at some point, but we're just having a really fun time. It's been a really fun challenge. So at some point we'll hopefully get through going through all of our games, and we can go back and play the ones that we really enjoyed. But for right now, we're still going through the ones, and we had that many games. So anyway, I wanted to show you what Katie has been reading. She's been going through her room and doing a lot of cleaning and going through stuff that had gotten boxed up before she ever had a room, and she has not let me buy her any bookshelves yet. She keeps thinking that she can live without bookshelves, but she's got a lot of books. And so she said, those are like kid books and stuff. I don't need to keep those. But she really has more than she realized. By the time she's finished going through everything, she's like, well, maybe we could get a small one. So when she's going through her books, she found a box set that I remembered she had this. Her granny gave her these several years ago, and she didn't think she wanted to read them. It's a box set that includes Little Women, and it also has Anne of Green Gables, A Little Princess, and Heidi. So at that time, I had really wanted her to read Anne of Green Gables, and I knew, that I thought she would enjoy Little Women, but she was just sure that she did not want to read these books. So I even kind of tried to bribe her and offer her money to read them. And I mentioned it on my channel. A couple of you were like, yeah, you should do that. So anyway, long story short, I reminded her of that I had offered her money. So she's reading Little Women now, and here's her bookmark. So then the other thing, then today she pulls this one out. I said, are you not going to finish Little Women? She goes, yeah, but I want to read this one too, and then maybe put this one in the yard sale. So she's reading both now. This is The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson. So anyway, that's what we're reading, and that's all for this video. I hope you're having a great day. Read a good book, and God bless you.